Yes. How do you um, go about trying to um, reaching um, your full potential, and how can that be measured or determined? What's I was reading about some of the things that were shared in regards of meeting um, a particular gentleman by the name of Reginald Lewis, businessman, entrepreneur, billionaire. His daughter has said that his advice was to us how to succeed was very simple. Do your homework and follow through. It is like, if I can equate to it, a a basketball player or a skill. Let's use this that one has in an athletic field. They shoot a ball and this is to follow through. But in a sense of one's level of commitment and determination, it's like has a sense of integrity about about the word follow through. It's like, your word is your bond. You say you're going to do something and be about something, so you follow through. And it's like staying the course, staying the course. Keep on pushing, keep on being in pursuit and accomplishing your pursuit of your goals, your dreams, your objectives, and your aspirations. But yes, and one brother emphasized in a speech that was given by the gentleman, says that the brother Reginald Lewis emphasized that his success was based primarily upon his performance. We're living in a performance-based culture, and anything that we do, it is like a remember the word per is in there. Perform. It's like each shape or size has a particular form about it, and it's almost like the essence of that form. If you look at the human makeup of the body in its shape, and it has different forms. It could be a different texture, different shape of the lips or the nose, but each form serves a purpose. For example, the the nostrils is to has to do with breathing, inhaling, smell. You know, um, I mean the senses. I mean, I said breathing, but when you can inhale in with your nose. What the is the faculties. The primary faculty that has been given to humans is to reason. But this perform, performance of coming of ideas coming together, and what plays a part in the ideas coming together is the environment that shapes those ideas. Because and that's and it could be associated with an external environment in which one grows up in, but I'm talking about the environment that's going on in the brain and the thinking and the perception of oneself and what he or she sees in the lens in which he or she is looking through, and um, and how in the manner in the way that they are able to uh, think beyond the horizon, beyond the environment, beyond what you know, they can see. Yet there is so much that could be could impair one's vision, and vision stems from the source of one's thinking. I never forget that when that was shared by a brother about another brother who said that the Honorable Louis Farrakhan said that Elijah Muhammad said that vision stems from the source of your thinking. And I know that that which occupies the mind conditions the mind. That's the nature of the mind. I know that Einstein said that the same level of consciousness that created the problem won't solve the problem. Then this, when you get a little older, maybe this your brain or your neurological transmitters, if I may use that word, they if they all the wiring is all screwed up. But then when you from a younger age, but when you get a little older, you try to connect them right and reinvent yourself and reestablish yourself and and get yourself put yourself on a new course of life, or a new course of life when it comes to one's uh, goals, dreams, and aspirations. I think of it in this way: is that some people are a transitional figure, I mean a transformative figure, transformers, form again, perform, but trans is mobile. Sit with your eye on the light, staying focused in order to reach your full potential, and measuring up to it. how do you know that you are able to measure up to it? The adjective is me in the term measure, and you got me assured. Yes, it is a sense of self assurance in your ability to use your mental faculties in the best of way, and the development of the intellect for the betterment of humanity. So this brother, uh, Mr. Reginald Lewis, a businessman, was seen by one as a transformative figure, you know, because he inspired people and accept the whatever criticism that comes their way. And we know in the Quran it talks about the criticism of the criticizer. Um, Not saying we know, but it's in the Quran. And I say for myself that I say I'm a transitional thinker. In doing so, I try to inform, inspire, enlighten, encourage, and empower. And that's my motivation for myself. And but as a transitional thinker, I try to make that same impact on the lives of others whom I may come in contact with. And I'm staying the course. I was asked the question, how would you explain yourself? I would say that I am a consequentialist, which means we all have to face the consequences of what we do, whether good or bad. I live my life as an aspirant, trying to find and maintain the balance, to be inspiration to myself as well as to others. Yes. So I say I labor in the field of life transitional endeavors. A transitional figure. I mean always in the process of of moving forward. Someone asked me, well, what are you loyal to? You know, I say I'm loyal to momentum. I'm loyal to momentum. I'm loyal to momentum. I honor momentum. And what does momentum means in the real sense to make it relevant? Business is a perpetual motion. It's always moving. The first law of the universe is motion. Before there's motion, there's sound. And you get the word person, per again, son, affection, persona, that through which sound is made, and sound is made through my voice. Sound could be made through my nose, could be made through the a clap of my hands. You know, sound could be made me running into a particular wall. You know, but it is something that is I have come, or that we come in contact with, that resonates, and that which resonates has a vibratory effect. So that which I respect is the vibe, because the language that the universe speaks is frequency. So what is this talk is about? What it inspired, or what pushed me to share my my thoughts of expression? It is something that is based on what they call ontological or ontology. It is innately in me to express myself, and all that is within me that I am transmitting this energy that I am this living organism of, and as the energy that's in me is transmitting. It is an expression. The use of my lips, my hands, my eyes, my ears, and the textures of my hair, and the clothes that I wear. It's just an expression. So it's about expression. As I transition in my thinking, when it comes to uh, saying I'm a transitional thinker or transitional figure, I says, well, because I think that I try to do my best to operate as a social health engineer of that which has been socially constructed to put me at odds with myself and put humanity at odds with itself and one with another. You can take people out of certain environments. That helps. They can acquire much wealth. I didn't say that helps, but yes, that helps. But it does not get to the root cause of whatever it is that they had happened to them in their earlier years. It's the mind, brother, sister, family. It's the mind. It's the mind, brother. It's the mind. Circumstances makes us other than ourselves. Circumstances is the cause that produces a particular behavior. Anyone know that what's going when a mother is impregnated and what's going on in the mother, it affects the uterus. So I'm well, it affects the child. What affects what's going on in the mother's mind in her life. She's giving birth affects the child. And then the child grows up into an environment that is worse. And the situation does not get solved, it just only gets worse. Then it becomes difficult for the child to change his or her thinking and course of action. But yet, this may seem to be a pipeline that the child is born under certain types of strenuous, stressful conditions, and he goes to school, hears the sound of the bell, the alarm clock. Someone is controlling or in control of their thinking, their mind. They behave in that manner, so therefore they become want to become uh, control people who want to control, and their lives themselves is out of control, out of order. What a society, man! What a society! What comes out of a mind of because you could tell this the psychology of one's mentality. Oh, the mentality of one's psychology. I can't recall where it go by what he or she produces, and I said circumstances is the cause that produces a particular behavior. Yes. So I see the level and interact with the level of my own personal struggles, and I interact with the level of sicknesses with others, and it's like they're not. I think it's not getting the help that they need. So the help that they need to try to ease the level of and the extent of the sickness is through uh, stimulus, something that stimulus drugs or psychosomatic drugs. So become addicted to the altering of the character of the nature of the human being, if I may use that language. trying to get back to the right thinking. Um, it's very challenging when you are so far gone that you must use illicit drugs that will that will make you feel hallucinate, and so which means you become very delusional. And when a person is delusional, he or she is also deranged. And a person that is deranged does not have the capability to reason. So really, what that renders him or her as sorry to say is mentally disabled. That their feelings and the environment which they grew up in have not dealt with it from deal with the crisis head on, because we know crisis in uh, Chinese sense means it's an opportunity really associated with strength, which means we see that there is a lack in understanding problem solving skill. Once you take your eye off your goal, it becomes an obstacle, and that's a problem. Because the root word for problem really is an obstacle. Still problem solving skills, because a pessimist sees an opportunity. He sees a pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity, but a optimist sees an opportunity in every difficulty. So there must be a paradigm shift in one's thinking. And once again, those neurological transmitters must be connected in the right place. I don't want to say the cortex, or the photo of your brain. I don't understand those terms, but we're talking about in the forefront of that brain. Because we bring in that which is behind into the forefront. Now we can look at that in many ways. We can look at it in a sense of emotion and logic, and sometimes we can be too emotional and less logical, which means you way ahead emotionally and logic got to catch up. So it's about the balance community, or the balance environment, or the balance of one's mind, the balance of oneself. It's the balance, remaining even keel, and it is the equity of humanity. It is the justice of humanity. It is the freedom of humanity. In any society, if we use certain political terms, and I'm not for that, um, whether it is or it ain't, but I'm just dealing with egalitarianism. And so it is the balance, but the first step is first of all, I think we got to look at the correct interpretation of this this the universe, stars, the moon, the sun, they are in harmony with one another. But the first thing to be established, or second thing, is to establish the human person and realize that it's a term that was shared with me by the Imam W.D. Muhammad. Not shared with me directly, but through what I've listened to his presentations. And then he said that character is the material that has been given to build on our humanity, because people are only responding to the extent and the damage of the injury that has been done to his or her humanity. So it is the salvaging of the soul of humanity that we need to uh, neurologically properly connect the neurological these transmitters that we need to connect, because when we transmit something, the energy, we're transferring it, and what we are transferring, if this is a sickness, it is a dis-ease, which means there is no balance. So you try to take in something outside to take off the edge. And when one is always on the edge, he or she has no peace. Chaos, confusion, disorder, destruction, corruption, disturbance. And it becomes not only detrimental to the health, but it takes on a form of decadence. Yes, decadence. And that is the mark that associated with moral culture decline, because the aim is accountability. Yes, yes, deprived of accountability, irresponsible with being accountable with the faculties, the proper use of the faculties that has been given to humans. So the attitude that we have about ourselves and about humanity, it's the attitude, man. That's the problem. So in order to do harm to anyone, you have to depersonalize yourself, your humanity. Disconnect yourself from your humanity and take on the humanity of a who has of a lower nature, which means you unable to control your instincts. You become very beast-like, if I may use that term, which means really uncontrollable instincts. And it's a challenge, I know. The urges get the best of it. It's very challenging, I know, because of what people are being exposed to, or what you have been exposed, or I have been exposed to. As if we live life as if there is no limitations. There are limits. We think that we can just live a life and do anything, and not think that there is no consequences or no repercussions for those actions. Yes, they are. So I pray that my heart is right, that my intentions are the good intentions, because that which is lost is when we take one's good intentions for granted, and that is contingent upon the my actions. My the reason, my actions, my intentions, the actions that I take. And I'm just trying to reconcile the differences and indifference I have with myself and getting back to the essence of my original nature is very challenging and may continue to have mercy on me and my efforts. And my efforts, man. I'm in the midst of disturbances, chaos, corruption, and confusion, and my own personal struggles. So, yeah, how about you? How about you? Until next time, Common Humanity Mission, promoters of the value of self worth, communicating with precision and clear image to the world through 5 channels of communication, that which I'm transmitting: understanding, tolerance, temperance slash temperament, which is the bridge. Temperance is the bridge that connects to the tolerance and understanding, and temperament is the link or the bridge that connects with um, the last two, confidence and respect. The greatest force is success, and that which one should be attracted to is progress. May we not get caught in the strength of the web. It is only as strong as you are weak. May we strengthen our restraint. And the next time, talk to you.